Hi everyone, it's 16th September. I'm just in the process of stringing my onions, so I thought I'd show you how I do them so they end up kind of, not all professional, but they're hung on a string. Just helps us, I find the storage to get good airflow around them. You can keep an eye on them and just take them as you need them. So I'll show you how to do it. This set of steps is just the only available thing I've got really. Usually I do it hooking them on a fork over that side, but the sun's going low, so the lighting won't be very good. So I'm just hoping you can get the general gist of how to do it. So I'll get this one out of the way. Pop that down there for the moment. So all we have is some jute twine. Any twine will do, as long as it's fairly strong. This is 3-ply. I'm just going to tie the two ends. Simple. Basically make a loop like that, put them both through. Tighten it. You just basically got a big loop of string. Now you can sort of size your onions, I tend to prefer the larger ones at the bottom, but they don't have to be perfect. I don't know how much of this is going to be in shot, so I'll hang the first onion and I'll check. No, biggest onion first. Simply lay it over the neck of the onion, like that. Then bring the other end up through there. And just tighten it up round the neck. Push it down on the onion. You bend the neck over if you want. Give it a good tighten like that. That's your first onion. I'll shorten this loop a bit because it's a bit long, and I don't know how much of this is going to get in shot. Hopefully I won't slide off there. It will keep spinning closed, but say don't worry about it, let's get rid of this excess. Right, so I'll make sure you can see all this. Right, well, here we go. So you get your first onion on, open your loop, and put your next onion through there, kind of fold it over, and then I'm going to go round and over the top, around there, and then when you come back through, come underneath, simply just slide your onion down. Some of them, if they're a bit papery, they might snap, but don't worry. I do my garlic exactly the same way. Soft neck garlic, because I don't grow hard neck anymore. I've done hard neck for a few years now. So if you're growing your garlic and that's all drying out, and you've got little, 3 or 4 inch necks on them, you can string them exactly the same way. They're a little bit stiffer, but not, they're fine to do exactly the same. I've still got some of mine from last year stored, on the string. I've got about 8, 9 left. I've still got to string all mine. Like I said, I've got 100 odd of these to do. It sounds like it take ages, but it doesn't really. So I'll show you again. So it's through the loop, come round both, and then underneath, and that just traps it. Slide it down. Push them down so all your necks kind of meeting in the middle. A quick kick out. So I'm just going to put about 15 per string, I think. Oh, we've got on there 2, 4, 6 so far. Another 9 to put on. So I'll do this string and then I'll turn the camera off and get on with rest. I've got a few other jobs to do, which may appear on this video. It's going a bit chilly now because the old sun's dipping down. There'll be some cauliflower harvesting going on soon because it's ready at the allotment pretty much, so I need to go and harvest all that. Says you just slide them down, you just nestle them into little gaps here and there. Need one more bigger one on there to fill that gap up there if I can get to one. There's an array of jobs to get done now. It's all your preparation time here for next year and clearing things up. If you've got anything growing through winter, make sure it's all protected. Fleeces if need be, because you could get a surprise frost spring up at any time. Well, these are what I've called my medium size. They're still plenty big enough for tennis ball size anyway. I've got some smaller ones at the end, not so many thank God, so plenty of onions. I don't know how many I've got on here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I could have one more then. So if you only got that thinner string, just don't put as many on. I'm going to do like a little sliding knot on here. You don't have to. It's like another bit of string. It just helps keep this group together. You can just tie like a normal granny knot, but because I'm a fisherman, I tend to do, different knots. Just a granny knot around that, really. Just loop through a few times. Just helps keep it all together. It should pull tight. I'll just trim that excess off. Slide that down. Just kind of helps trap the necks down there. Then you can shorten that piece if you want, loop it over and tie it there if you want. So there's quite a bit of weight in that. I don't like it dropping on my head, so when you hang them up anyway, make sure it's secure enough. Because if they drop down, they might damage something. So that's the onions done. Well, this one anyway, I'll probably have about 8 strings altogether. So I'll get on with some more jobs. Right, I'm going to harvest these King Edwards now in tubs. Didn't quite get full growing duration before blight struck, but they got the bulk of it. The only problem I really had this year was getting into water because of the foliage. So I did them like 2 tubs wide, and the back row was really hard to get to, and they dry out that quick. So when you fill them with water was just going straight through them, and it was hard to get to actually hold the water. So I need to plan them so I can get in a bit more access next year. They've been in tubs now for a little while with the tops cut off, since the blight came and sort of ended it. But hopefully the spuds will be okay, not riddled with slug holes, because the ones at the allotment were absolutely riddled with slug holes. So I need to rethink for there next year. Maybe just do first and second earlies at the allotment and just do some main croppers in the garden, because you can buy sacks of main croppers fairly cheap anyway, depending on the yield that year. Yeah, lots of problems, and to be honest, second earlies will store for a long time as well. The reason I'm taking these out of the tubs, I don't want to leave them in case, obviously, slug damage, and get them out and put them in sacks, and I can start using them soon. Right, so there's 12 pots here. Some are 30 litres and some are 35 litres. I think the 30 litre ones had 2 potatoes in, 35 litres had 3 potatoes in. Just bloodfish and bone and bean cubes on compost, nothing fancy. Like I say, sparsely watered. Fed them a few times with just tomato feed. Like I say, it was just tricky to get into water. So I'm just going to take what I can get out of them. I will weigh them. I'll probably put a tally at the end because you won't want to watch me empty every one of these. So I'll probably just empty them and speed it up, and then Probably somewhere on the screen there'll be an overall weight at the end. So I just need to make sure I set my scales to one of these empty. Yep, that'll do for that one. Any duff ones I'll just lob on the ground for now. Any good ones I'll shove in the tub, and I'll have to keep clearing the compost, because obviously there's going to be over 300 litres of compost here probably. So I need somewhere to put that. It's only a small mat, so like I say, I'll speed this up, but you'll get the general gist of it. Oh, that's a 30 litre pot. Oh, we shall get on with it. Right, that's the first 6 spuds, well 6 pots of spuds done. And I'll give these away. Not great. They're nice size, they're ideal for roasting them, to be honest, so I don't mind. I've got a few that have got a bit soggy. Overall not too terrible. So the biggest sort of out of one pot that I've ever had main crop is about £13, so there's nowhere near that here. You know, I might have made something like £5 a pot or something, I don't know. Not even that. £21. So it's not great for main croppers, to be honest. You know, it's kind of just over £3 a spuds per pot for main croppers. It was way off, but nevertheless, it's still free food, so to speak, because they've offered me own seed potatoes from last year as well, from my own grown, just little tiny ones. So yeah, so not a complete loss at all. You know, it's still a spud. So I'm going to bring the camera a bit closer and try and do a different angle for these other bigger pots. See if there's any difference. You know, because obviously there's like 5 litres more capacity in these. So and there's obviously 3 potatoes in each, I think. So we shall soon see. As I'm looking, there's like a little maggot wiggling around on top of that. I don't know what it is, but get rid of it anyway. Right, so I'll move the camera and we'll get on with these other. Right, I can start. I'll grab this one first. There's a spud peeking out a bit green, but alright. Better get myself a new empty pot. Just get that away. Make sure that's unnoped. You know, because even though they're the same tubs, it's rather a little bit of mud on the surface and stuff, puts a little bit of weight on it. I can't bother cleaning them out, because I'm going to lay these spuds out to dry after for a bit before I sack them. Providing it doesn't pour it down. So that one's all empty and good to go. Right, there we go. I hope you can see this alright. Mud off the bottom where it's been sat in the ground. And see what we get from these. So it's fairly dry on the top, but they've been exposed to rain for, it must be 3 or 4 weeks now. Just kind of try and split it and hopefully see the old seed potato skin there. I don't know what I mean. It's not busting with spuds. I had one of the other pots was pretty rammed. You know, I thought if they were all like that, you'd be all right. But not the best, but you know, there's small ones as well, but they all get eaten. I say it's just it uses a bit of space up. Otherwise, you can only grow so many cabbage and lettuce and whatnot. So it's covering the ground up. You know, so I might as well get some cheap compost or use some of my own for growing spuds in, and then it gets a second use for doing my old dig beds. Some of these roots. But yeah, some of the ones that are gone a bit squidgy, definitely it's like that one. Can't tell it's soft, but it's probably some sort of blight that's got in there. It starts rotting it from inside and that. So obviously when I tip them out afterwards, I get a second check at them just to make sure. Trick is he's trying to find them all. And luckily, even though I didn't manage to water them, I've not seen any scab yet. Sometimes if they get a bit on the dry side, it encourages scab a little bit. And there's another seed potato there. I've not seen anything remarkably different about yield sizes as of yet, but like I say, if we do the whole lot, I suppose the way I have them in the row, you know, because obviously the front ones get the priority sun. If they all had even sunshine, they'd probably be very similar results. That's something I might try next year is sort of numbering them, see if the actual position of them makes a difference. Oh, there's a little sprouter here. I think that might be just, yeah, it's a little tiny spud that's decided to throw a sprout off. Right, I'll speed this bit up so it's not totally boring for you. Right, that's a lot. Weigh this second tub now. So it's 21 in the other one, so it should be a little bit more, not much more. Actually, 22.5 pound. Only a pound and a half more spuds. So that's like 43.5 pound. It's not even a sack. So how much should I pay for a sack? Well, it depends. King Eddies can be like £9 near me. So it's not really cost effective. But at the end of the day, it's not all about that. Because if you were going to grow something else there, like, you know, some sort of flowers or just a lawn, you've got to maintain it. At least this way, you're still doing a bit of maintenance work, but you get a bit of a comeback. You know, some years better than others. So that's the spud reveal this year for King Edwards. So I'm going to nip to the allotment tonight and get some cauliflower. So that might be added to this video, because I imagine most of them will be ready. Right, I'll get this slot cleared up then. Right, I'm going to harvest some of this cauliflower. Second crop this year. So most of it seems alright. Slugs are enjoying it a bit, but it's just the way it goes. Right, variety's Clapton. Same as the last lot I grew. It was a bit pathetic over in the other small bed, but these seem to be alright, so don't know where you can see that because I've no idea what you can see, but good enough for me anyway. There's 15 here altogether. I'm not going to harvest them all because some of them have got a few more days, some of them haven't fully opened up yet, so I just need to keep an eye so they don't blow to pretty little flowers. Same, don't want the slugs eating them all either. I'll just trim this one up. Knife out, still got Harry's knife that he sent me. I'll just make a pile on the floor here, so I can't be bothered walking over to the compost bin. Carve it off around there. Well, these are going to get blanched and frozen, so I'm going to be overrun with collie, which some of you will know is not my favourite vegetable, but never mind. So I'll get on with picking some of these and then I'll show you a picture of them at the end. So what I look for is when they start to open out like this, it's risky leaving them too long because they might just blow to seed. Plus slugs will end up tunneling in the back of them like they usually do, but hey, oh, never mind. Now this brown stuff, it's just where slugs have been having a go because there's one right there, so just get rid of him. So that's tonight's harvest. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left in there. So some not quite open. There is a collie in there, but it's still doing alright. This one here can grow a little bit more, but I might try and fold the leaves over it a bit somehow. Stop the slugs have been having a go, but it's got a bit more growing to do yet. Same as that one, there's a little collie in there. That one's still forming, so they'll probably last another week then. They can come out. The Savoys, I mean, there's a few they got ash on them because I had a little fire here the other day, so some ash was blown onto them, but they'll be fine. The heart's in there, still got a bit of growing to do yet, Savoys. Plenty of slug holes, like I'd expect. That one's quite clean in the middle. And I'm not going to take the net off these, so I don't know where you can see because the light's going now. But the January King are getting pretty big, which is always a good sign. Not looking too bad. So that bed's pretty full. So at the end of that bed, there's just the 3 Savoy. So this bed will I'll have them 3 first, and then it'll get shut down, this bed. But yeah, there's tonight's collies. Right is Clapton. And then all I've done with this bed is where I'd had some lettuce in a row down there, which were just on Dave lettuce. They're all in like rows, so I just dug some up. I just dug enough to space out to fill this bed up. I've done it before. I just need to clear that sweet corn out. There's still some of the peas to harvest and that. Not tonight, that'll be next time. Just show you how the broccoli's getting on. It's still alive, nothing's digging, so hopefully another maybe 5 weeks I can crop them. Apart from that, everything else seems to be as it was. It's all cleared this bed now, so peas are covered in mildew. I thought I'd a bit of time, I'd come down this evening. So I knew my cauliflowers are getting fit to burst. I need to dispatch these sunflower heads at some point. I don't know how you can see that. I wouldn't like it to drop on my head, put it that way. It's probably not as big as one Nige grew, but I mean it's probably a good 18-inch anyway. I'm not going to bother measuring it. So I'd like to have been up here when it was in its full glory, but never managed to get up here then. Picking raspberries. They're still going. Had a few off there. Blueberries are completely finished now, so fruit cage is left open, so blackbirds can come in and peck as they please. Full of spider webs wrapping around my face. Grass needs a cut in here. I've no trimmer to cut it with at the moment, so that's another job that needs doing. But yeah, it's pretty much the wind down time now. So that's it for this video. It's just been a bit of an update, with the stringing the onions, which I did the other night, and whatnot, and the potato reveal. So thanks for watching, take care, and next video, I'm not sure what that'll be, because it's more a bit of preparation work now, but it's probably going to be a bit more harvesting and maybe some planning towards next year, I don't know. It's a busy few months gigging and whatnot coming up, with bands, so if any of you know who I play them, a guitar and that, and I'm in a band, you can find the links for that through my page as well. But for now, gardening wise, that's it for a good few weeks anyway. So thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.